Hello and welcome to Courage Concept number 9. If you want to be validated, validate yourself. Being an entrepreneur and creating content and putting it out there on the internet can be tough. It can be isolating, especially when you're not getting feedback that you are hoping for. And it can be disconcerting. But what I found that helps me to not chase the likes or the downloads or the number of followers on social media is this concept. If you want to be validated, validate yourself. And how I do that is I look inward to myself for that validation. I look at the things I'm doing, the content that I'm creating, and I ask myself, what values of mine does it support? Does it support my purpose here? And when it does, when it's in alignment with those things, then I feel good about myself. This courage concept supports the catalyst for courage that's called building self-confidence, because you can look inward to yourself and your values and know that you are on the right track when those things are in alignment. I remember when I was in 5th grade, I had a friend, her name was Mindy, and she was a class outcast. Everybody picked on her for whatever reason. I never really knew what that was. But one day at recess, I went over to her. She was swinging on the swing set. And I said hi. And then I sat down on the swing next to her and I started swinging. And from that day forward, we played together every recess. And about 3 or 4 weeks after that, my mom came home from a parent-teacher conference. And she came over to me and she gave me this great big hug, like she hadn't seen me in years. And then she held me at arm's length, and then she looked at me and she said, "I'm so proud of you, Patricia." And I thought to myself, okay, why are you proud of me? And she said, "I just had the parent-teacher conference with your 5th grade teacher, and she thinks the world of you because you are Mindy's friend." And I thought, okay, so I'm Mindy's friend. Mindy's a neat girl. She said, no, you don't understand. Everybody picks on Mindy. And by you associating with Mindy, they could pick on you too. You took a big risk in being her friend. And I thought, I never thought of it that way. I just thought that Mindy was a nice girl and I wanted to be her friend, and so I was her friend. And my mom says, "Yeah, but what you did was really good." And I thought, okay, well, thanks. And I went about my business. But I remember that incident to this day because it made me feel good inside. Not because I was looking for that recognition, but because I had done something that I wanted to do that felt good to me, and somebody noticed. But my emotions weren't tied to that recognition. If you want to be validated, validate yourself. Now, the questions I have for you to help you live this courage concept are: question number 1, what situation or situations do you find yourself being tied to the feedback of others to feel happy about? So you've taken an action and you're expecting other people to appreciate or validate you. What situations are those? I want you to write down those situations. Question number 2 is, what exactly are you expecting people to give you feedback on? How are you expecting to be validated? Are you expected to be appreciated, respected, accepted, validated? Write down that word. And then what I'd like for you to do is write out the sentence. If you want to be blank, and put the blank line in there, then blank yourself. And fill in those 2 blanks with the word that you wrote in question number 2. So for example, if you said love, you're looking for love when you do this thing, I'd like for you to write, fill in the blank. If you want to be loved, love yourself. And that's it. A very simple concept. Use it. It will help you to build your self-confidence so that you will have the courage to do those things that are most meaningful to you. That will help you to stay in integrity with yourself. Courage concept number 9. If you want to feel validated, validate yourself. That's all I have for you today. Bye for now.